Alright, so now that our tie rod end is secured up and out of the way, as you can see, we made sure we put that crown nut back on top so we don't lose it. We can go ahead and tackle this upper control arm. Now, our wheel well liner was kind of being annoying, so just a couple of strategically placed vice grips keeps it up and out of our way. So, as I was saying before, Chrysler likes to interchange the different types of nuts and bolts they like to use between the standard and metric, and you'll notice that the crown nut that's connecting the upper control arm to the steering knuckle really seems to prefer 13/16, no wiggle room. And then if you look at the bolt that is going through and connecting the upper control arm over here, this one wants 18mm. It's really nice of them to do that. But, you know, the flip side of that though, surprisingly, if you notice, this nut that is connected the upper control arm here has this metal ear coming off the back of it. Now this is actually really helpful because as you go to loosen or tighten this bolt, this will rotate and get caught, allowing you not having to use an extra wrench or anything while you're loosening or tightening from the other side. So now you will notice that we still have our steering knuckle, or sorry, our lower control arm supported by a jack stand, so we're going to go ahead and keep that in place. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove these bushings up here. So go ahead and get our socket on there. Now, one thing that always makes jobs a lot nicer and easier is the fact of having the right tool for the right job. So cases like this, I like to have my impact wrench, but obviously this is a very tight angle to get in here. So if you don't have like a right angle impact, you just have to make sure you got one of these nice universal joints that will allow you to go ahead and still get in here and get that odd angle bolt off. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? Now on the other side, unfortunately, I don't have the kind of clearance I need to get this in there. So a right angle impact driver would actually be very ideal in this situation. But we'll just go ahead and stick with our normal ratchet. Obviously, having these things lubricated with PB Blaster makes a big difference. But as I was saying, that ear is now getting caught, making it easy for me to go ahead and not have to use any extra ratchet or socket or anything to get this off. Now because it is getting loose, it wants to go back a little bit, so I'm just going to hold it with my other finger in here so that way I can get a full, as many clicks as I can.